Hello everyone, Niker here, and today I'm answering BdoubleO's challenge to build a scrap factory that powers itself and still produces scrap. So yeah, I was playing with this for about 2 hours now and I'm pretty sure using this setup it's possible, but the amount of produced scrap or scrap boxes is extremely small. So I've got a igneous extruder to create cobblestone for free. Have it hooked up into a diamond chest, which is empty, so no need for a diamond chest. With autarchic gate that turns on the extruder when there's space in the chest. So this produces cobblestone into this chest because the extruder is not compatible with filters. The filters draw cobblestone and put them into free recyclers. So as you can see, I have 8 energy storage upgrades in the recyclers, just so we can see if the energy is building up or not. And it's pretty obvious that the energy is building up. So eventually these will be full. That's each of the energy storage upgrade adds about 10k EU storage. So every time cobblestone arrives, there is 12.5% chance to create scrap. So it's not every time, as you can see. Once we have 9 scraps, I'm using an auto crafting table to create scrap boxes, because the 9 scraps alone will produce less heat or less EU than 1 scrap box, I think. Let me check that real fast. 870 times 9 is 7,830, and this produces 7,870. So there is only a slight increase, but every percent helps because it gives us more product. Now I'm not sure if BDubs wants to use scrap directly or if it's okay to use scrap boxes. I'm using scrap boxes in my base. I'm not sure what's the difference, if there is any advantage of using scrap, or if you actually get the same amount of EU matter for 1 scrap and 1 scrap box. I have no idea really. So this might be adapted to feed the scrap directly, but it should be burning the scrap boxes. So to kickstart the system, I added exactly 2 stacks of scrap boxes and 10,000k of energy from a battery. So it was 1 battery in this recycler. There's 40k, so it has already built up to pretty high. And I am using the filter here, and I'm using the property of pneumatic pipes that the filter always feeds into the closest possible destination. So once there's space in the generator, the scrap box will go into a generator and be burned. And once the generator is full, the surplus will go into this chest. So you can see there's the 64 scrap boxes that I put in initially and 1 extra, and this is not keeping up for some reason, but it's running for about 15 minutes now, and I'm really not expecting this to produce much, but it is possible that it will get better as the individual recyclers power storage will get full, because it's quite obvious that the glass fiber cable is feeding the energy to the closest destinations. So I think when all 3 of them will be running, and like we could probably maybe add more of them. Basically, I'm not using MFE or battery box or anything. I'm using the internal storage of the machine with that's over 80,000 80,000 EU per machine. So I figured that might be okay, and there would be no losses from the transfer. I have no idea if there are any. If you use a battery, some battery block. So I think I will, yeah, let's see here again. Yeah, it's coming down. But the thing is, this is extremely chance-based, so we cannot expect results immediately. So I will wait. Oh, this is pretty. It's just... Why isn't it... Oh! I'm not producing enough cobblestone, it seems. I'm not producing enough cobblestone. Okay, I will... I think I'll put in... Well, basically, in Feed the Beast, you always have enough cobblestone. Always. From a quarry, from mining, I set up one quarry and I have like... I had over 2,000 stacks from one quarry in Extreme Hills. It was ridiculous. So really, that's not an issue. And I'm sure the cobblestone is free, so if I build more machines, I can make this automatic. But for the purpose of this experiment, I'll just feed it cobble. Okay, let's see. So this is using power. So I never expected the cobblestone to actually be a bottleneck. So there you have it. This is full. That's not good. I will see how this goes and get back to you in a bit. And perhaps we will have to add another recycler or two. I'll try to do some math. The generator... Okay guys, I'm back. So the recyclers are now all filled up with energy. But as you can see here in the generator, yeah, it's not quite optimal. This setup is not optimal. I think I know what I have to do. I will have to move this generator and set up some sort of buffer that will fill and then empty, and once it's empty it will re-enable the generator. So it will be a little more complex. Okay guys, I'm back. So I've changed the setup slightly. I'm using two battery boxes. They are separated by a splitter cable, and they are set to... how are they set? The top one is set to emit when partially filled, and the bottom is set up to emit when it's full. So basically, the top one will trigger a signal when it's full and when it's completely depletes, and the bottom one when it's completely filled. Yeah, I hope so. There's a state cell because this signal is constantly fluctuating. This is something we don't want, so I set up a state cell that will filter these whatever, blinking, and it will only accept the actual signal when it's applicable for at least 5 seconds. So when this is full or empty for 5 seconds, this state cell will be activated and it will send a short signal here, switch this sequencer, and toggle this splitter cable. I hope. So okay, so the double battery box is emptying, and when it empties, I want Yeah, I will want the bottom battery box to charge it, and once it's charged, I want the bottom battery box to be disconnected from it. So we have a constant 40k of EU buffer, and it will cycle. So the generator doesn't have to work all the time, because the energy that it produces would be wasted. And it's exactly the energy that we want to save, because we can export those scrap boxes. Okay, so there's one way to test this. First I will take a backpack and slap it here, and I will take something big like MFSU and place it here and let... Okay, so this is full and this is charged. So me using the battery pack, yeah, I wanna put this away so this can charge. And once it's charged, it should disconnect itself. Hey, what did I do? I broke it. Disconnect yourself. Yeah, forgot. There's a state cell, so it takes 5 seconds for it to disconnect itself. And now it's depleting, and the bottom one is charging, if there were any scrap boxes actually in here. Okay, I took them all out just for to test this. So let's do it this way, and voila. Okay, so this will charge up again to 40,000, and it will recharge this one, and it will cycle, I hope. So yeah, okay, I'll accelerate the discharging, and actually, thinking about this may be unnecessary, because we really want, since we know for sure that the generator will create a surplus of energy, I think, I may be wrong, but I think this is not necessary, and that we only need the signals, the full signal and the empty signal from the top one, and it should switch the recharging itself. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so we're emptying it, and the bottom one is charged, and once it's empty, it should activate the state cell, I hope, because yeah, it's no longer partially charged, it's fully discharged, and in 5 seconds it will turn on the charging. Yes, it's charging now. Should be charging anyway. Yeah, it's charging. Okay. So it's drawing from the bottom battery box and it's charging itself. I will accelerate this process. And once it's charged again to full, it should disengage itself from the recharging and leave the generator to rest. The generator will only finish the one cycle and fill the bottom bed box a bit. Yeah, I just ran out of backpacks. Okay, but okay, it's full. 5 seconds, and it's discharging, and it gives time for the bottom bed box to recharge. Pretty much. So the generator will recharge the bottom battery box, but once the generator and the battery box are full, the generator will not feed any more energy into it, so it will stop. So this really was unnecessary, and even the signal in here emit do not output energy. Yeah, this is better. So bed box, yeah, this should work. Now let's make another cycle just in case. This is really, I've had a similar setup, but I remember there being huge problems, and maybe that's because I was using signals from both of them, and I was using a lot of those redstone thingies. And yeah, that's full, and I will pause this, and once this runs out, it should stop the recharging altogether until the top battery box is empty. So this is pretty sweet. Yeah, it's almost there. I'll just wait for it. Oh, come on. Okay, I think it stopped, and this is full, and this is full, and it stopped. And now if we use all that power in the top one, quickly, come on, I don't have all day. Okay, now it should toggle the state cell. It's not timer, it's a state cell. It says timer, but really it's a state cell set to 5 seconds. Yeah, it's empty. Triggers. In 5 seconds it will send a signal. The off signal, there are two signals. One signal is constantly on, the second is the off signal when the timer runs out. It just pauses once. Okay, it enabled recharging. It's drawing power from the bottom bed box, so the generator re-engaged. Excellent. So the only thing now remains, and that's to clear this stuff off all the scrap boxes, pretty much, pause it for a while, and I will just put some specific number of scrap boxes into the system so we can see the surplus. So I'll be back in a bit. And I'm back once again. Okay, so what I've done is I charged both of the bed boxes. I've removed all scrap boxes and cobblestone from the system. I will now put a nice supply of cobblestone in here. At least I thought I would. Yeah. Okay, so we have cobblestone. I've turned everything basically off for now. It's full of energy because we already know there will be a surplus of energy eventually, so this will just speed it up. All the machines are like already full. And I'll let this inside even though we have the battery boxes. So yeah, the state is now set to... Yeah, I will set it to not charge, so the generator will not activate until the bed box will deplete. And I will put 64 into the generator. Ah, damn it. No, I won't do that. What I will do, can I do that? Can I charge it up? No, I can't. So I will charge up the generator basically. That's one thing I forgot. And yeah, we have energy here, and I will just put exactly one stack of scrap boxes into the generator, and we'll see in a couple of minutes if this system will actually generate any surplus in this chest. Again, the generator is... Come on, you just killed one. Damn it. The generator is closer to the filter, so it will feed to the generator first, and when the generator is full it will feed into this chest because it's further away. I hope. I hate these. Oh, every time I'm recording they just... And creepers, they are the worst. They just come here, and I had the creeper stand right here and rotating in place. And of course, if you punch them by accident, they will blow up even if you're in creative mode. I hate that. I just wish. Actually, why aren't I on peaceful? Huh. That's a thing to consider for next time. Okay, so this is charged. This is yes. So if I put a stack of scrap boxes in here, it won't burn straight away. And this is disengaged, and I will now send cobblestone into the system. Okay, a few stacks. Excellent. Yeah, it's full and it's generating. Great. Soon we will see results, and yeah, everything seems to be working. The top battery box is depleting. The bottom battery box is disconnected, and generator is not running until the cycle completes. Yeah. So again, time skip, and I will leave this running for a few minutes and come back to you. Or maybe we could connect the generator into this block, so into the redstone engine. That's not a bad idea. I'm not going to do it here because it would look hideous and I would need to redo everything to make it fit. But if you can somehow connect this signal, this splitter cable signal, into this block and turn off the redstone engine that creates scrap boxes when the generator is actually full and doesn't work, then you can take the scrap directly into a chest, and once the generator kicks on and it will need more scrap boxes, it will get them from the system. That's not such a bad idea. It would re-enable the redstone engine and cut you off, and yeah, and you would generate the better burning scrap boxes instead of the scrap. That's not such a bad idea. Actually, what's really interesting is that if we're really making surplus power, there would be even better use. Don't you think? Hooking up 2 generators into this, and yeah, we will be generating power for free. But it's so huge that no, I don't think this would be viable in a base. It would be far better to make. It is actually as big as a lava factory, so no. It's cheap though. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to hit the sack now, and I'll get to you in the morning. And hopefully we will know the result of this experiment by then. So see you, bye. Morning guys. So I let this running for about 6, 7, 8 hours. Yeah, it was running 8.5 hours. So we have 2.5 stacks here and 1 stack full in the generator, and it's still running well. And considering that my supply of cobblestone is extremely low and most of the time only 1 recycler was actually running, this is very good result, I think. So to answer the original question of BdoubleO, yeah, this is possible, but you need a very fast supply of cobblestone if you want to make sufficient surplus. So to go over this again, generating cobblestone into a diamond chest, because you cannot pull filter with the filter from the igneous extruder, but I've seen BDubs was using a different machine, maybe, I'm not sure. Yeah, feed the cobblestone into recyclers. in the middle, auto crafting table with the recipe. One redstone engine, more than enough. Diamond chest, not really necessary, but whatever. Another filter. Another pneumatic pipe into a generator. Now this pipe must be longer than the one into the generator, or it won't work. And some cabling here below into a battery box. Now this system that I explained earlier with the splitter cable, and yeah, this is still working well, and a cable from the top battery box only into the recyclers, and that's it. That's the whole setup. And if you have better supply of cobblestone than I have, this will generate the surplus much faster. Actually, yeah, 3 times faster. So, thank you for watching, hope you like this, and see you guys next time.